Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna. I am so glad you are here today. I am doing a layout for the Stick It Down design team. It is the 1st of October. And here is the double page sketch by Laura Rumble. And so I took some pictures of myself and my husband. We were in Florida and we did it was a walking like lunch tour. Super fun. We've done it in Chicago and now in Florida. And I'm using the Summer Snapshots collection by Simple Stories. It is from 2024. I did take, I cut a big circle out of that blue paper there in the middle on my Cricut. And now I am using some spray to get some color onto the background. And you can tell some of my sprays don't spray. So I just took the nozzle, not the nozzle, the tube part out to get some ink on there, and then I add some water. The color I'm using currently is Polished Jade by Delusions Shimmer Spray, and it's an iridescent one. The photos I'm using are only part of the tour. It was at the end. We were on top of a building at a restaurant, and you'll see the picture in a minute. We had shared a pizza and believe we had mimosas. This is probably a breakfast rather than lunch. I don't know. I'll have to investigate that a little bit further. But one of them is the plaque that talks about the building being made. The orange I'm using is a Distress Oxide spray in Carved Pumpkin. And you'll notice that I am not doing the right side as the same time I'm doing the left side, which is a big mistake. But oh, here's the yellow. The yellow is Distress Oxide spray and mustard seed. And I'm testing them under where I know the circle is going. So if the color doesn't work out, it doesn't matter because it's hidden by the circle. Now I go over to the right hand side and I do the orange. I might do the yellow too, but I forget which one is the greeny bluey because I've got like three sitting over here. So I'm gonna like experiment again and not have a good match, even though it's sitting here right on my desk. And I don't know why it was if I didn't add enough water or whatever, but I end up figuring it is the polished jade that I did use. So um at that point, I don't know why, but I just did splatters. I was done with the packaging technique. So so yeah, you can just see I'm taking my paintbrush and doing splatters. So then, of course, I will get that circle glued down there. I did print 4x6 pictures on the left there, and they are trimmed down to 3.5 by 5. And then I'll move to the other side, get that circle glued down there. Now the picture that I put on the left-hand side is a 5x7. That's not exactly how, I mean, the photo in the sketch was smaller, but it looked bigger than a 4x6. That's why I went by the 5x7. And oh, here is some 49 and Market cloth tape. It's actually called fabric tape. It is 4-inch pallets repositional fabric tape. I was going to see if there was another kind of name for it. Spectrum Sherbet pallets, that's what it is. And I haven't used a lot of it, so I was happy to use it here. I did cut it in half. It's awfully thick. And I have used it full width before, but I thought I'd just cut it in half. And I like kind of how it resembles the paper that's up on top there. And then I'm going to take the other half then, and put it along the left-hand side, which is kind of what is in the sketch. Then I will get the picture's glued down with my adhesive. I'm still using the adhesive I found stuck away in a drawer in my craft room. Once I get those finished, I will go back to my ATG. I will have the Stick It Down Facebook group linked below. I would encourage you to check it out. There is always every month there's a one-page sketch, there's a two-page sketch, and there's a card sketch. And then you should put your take on the sketch into the album on the Facebook group because one person each month is chosen to be the guest designer for the following month. So that's kind of fun. But you can also go to the or to the Facebook group and see everybody else's take on all the sketches. So now you can see that I've cut through that fabric tape. Some spots were easier to get through and others, I think, because of how the pages were laid out. If there was a little bit of room to get my scissors in, it was a lot easier than if I was trying to cut over cardstock. So once I get that all figured out, I'm gonna attack this 5x7 photo. I lay it down and I'm thinking it's quite, oh no, did I already trimmed it off? I already trimmed it off. And I just took a little bit off the top. I did not take off any off the sides. This was a patterned paper that was 2x2 cut apart cards, and I'm just using one to outline or mat really one of my Project Life cards that I printed. There's the title, Snapshots. And I'm taking out to see what other kind of embellishments I want. But so I used the Project Life app to print one, two, three, four, five. It would have been six, um, 2x2 pieces, and three of them were pictures. Maybe four of them were pictures. I think three of them were pictures. And then I did a couple cards. I only used two of the cards. So one says once a year, go someplace you've never been before, and that was by the Dalai Lama. And then the other one says wherever you go, go with all your heart, and that was by Confucius. And so then I liked these Polaroid pictures that I am pulling out from the collection, from the embellishment collection. There's some cameras with the collection, obviously, if it's called Snapshots. There's cameras. I just said that. Um, there's little cameras, there's big cameras. And then I have some hearts that I pull out as well. We've got a label down in the left-hand corner. And I do spread some hearts around. Um, and I had extra leftover Polaroid pictures as well. I did take some adhesive foam tape to go underneath that heart there on the shirt. The shirt says something about summer. It's not summer, it's January. So I covered that up. And then I give each one of the other clusters a heart. Once I get all those pieces glued down, I will go back to the 2x2 cards up on top there and get those adhered. I will be playing along with 30 Days of Sketches, 30 Days of Sketches, Chris's Beautiful Life this month. I will be playing here and there. So I will not have one for today, but I'm very excited to jump in and play where I can. I have a lot of this collection. I really like the colors, and then I always love cameras. And I knew I had a lot of these Florida pictures to scrapbook. So I've got like not only the like ephemera, I've got the sticker sheet, the papers, and then also foam stickers. But honestly, I kind of put the foam stickers aside while I was scrapbooking and then kind of forgot about them. So, but I do have a lot of this collection left yet. And I'm bringing in some of the stickers. Um, those cute little seagulls and the sunglasses. And then that says nothing but sunshine. And the sketch called for like a big title. So nothing but sunshine snapshots is my title. Getting some more hearts down off the sticker sheet. There's a pair of flip-flops, which you always need for a Florida page. And actually you can see we're wearing like my husband has a winter coat on. I think it wasn't, we first got down there, it was pretty chilly, but it did warm up as we went along. Now I am covering up my photos and using my Dilution Shimmer Spray in white linen. That's my absolute favorite thing, spray. And that's going to complete the layout for me. So until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.